10 years, but the legend of the Optic van lives on, and in round number 5, they're gonna need its clutch to help the green wall move through. On the other side for Team Secret, a chance at redemption and an opportunity to get to the main event.
Either side of the American line stands Optic in the north and Team Secret down in the south. And in this round 5, as you say, Spaceman, this is their final chance. This is where you look at Death's Door and you're invited in, or you say not today.
This is the final opportunity for both these teams. It's a best of 7, and we are underway in game number 1 for Optic. A tumultuous road here for Team Secret. A tough loss, but they bounce back. They keep it moving. They find the rhythm, and now an opportunity to take down the green wall. We'll see how these things play out early on. The kickoff win was for Team Secret, and for Optic, moving forward, as we make sure everything's okay. A bit of time burned early, and Stumpy kind of keys to victory for Team Secret moving through. How good has Knight been?
Knight has been statistically their best player. He's been 4th in goals in the tournament so far, getting over 1 goal per game. He has been incredible. His shot percentage is up there by a large margin. 40% he is shooting right now, the average around 30%. As a team though, the others have not stepped up. We need to see more from Math and more from Sam. These journeys have been different as well. Optic, they went 4-0 versus Senbei, and then also 4-0 over Dig, then losing 2 in a row. They were on the precipice to go 3-0, but KC and Renegades proving just a little bit too strong. On the side of Secret, however, they lose to begin with versus Semper. They beat Orlando Pirates, they lose to Renegades, then they take it unbeaten versus Veloce. All it leads together is them here in round 5.
It turns out Renegades are the final boss. Math doing a bit of calculus on that shot. Just won't ring true for the moment. His Optic Illusion will escape downfield and leave possession right back for Team Secret. A bit of boom ball here early on in game number 1. A bit of time burned as well, but not a lot of strong possessions for both teams. Looking at Sad to make something happen through the corner. We've seen it before, we might see it again. His Illusion misses the touch. Follow-up will be there from Secret, but denied quickly, the goal not fallen.
Decent pressure from Secret at the start of the game, trying to just pressure on Optic. But they have got a secret weapon, and that weapon is the bumper of Alu. He's able to ruin his way through a lot of the defense, and a lot of the players that stand in his way between victory. He's number 1 in demos in the competition. He is incredibly aggressive. Optic as a whole are number 2 in demolitions across the entire tournament so far. Do not stand still, Secret.
Well, Mist has been an MVP-like performer in game 1 in the start of our first day. Then in game 2, then so on and so on in the best of 7. Looking great in the first couple of matches, but Optic have slowed. The offense just hasn't been there, and they've met their match. And a redirect at midfield could be the same. But for the moment, we will get it back towards that 50-yard line. You're looking for Optic to follow in on these transitions, potentially take the ball away, hold on to possession with that backboard clear. A chance now, but Team Secret denying and doing a great job of stalling out on their own side of the field.
Halfway gone, still 0-0. Chance for Mist to work his way up, but shut down by that star performer in Knight. Sad with the pre-jump. Can see a player on the left-hand side, Math, to receive the ball, but Alu wants to get a piece of it. A miss from Dries, the newest member on that Optic roster. Coming in when they were envy from G2, a miss as well. A few errors, Optic looking holy.
We burned about 3 minutes so far in game number 1. Neither team finding that opening punch, but Mist takes it off the side wall and floats it right around. Here comes Dries with a follow-up shot. It's going to be off the top bar. Numbers pressing up for Optic. 2 shots for Dries and Mist combined. Assists back and forth. The tandem working together. Not able to clear the defensive side, though. Leaving it high for Dries. Pinch there, denied. Another shot, saved away.
Math coming down. Being that masked vigilante from that backboard, able to swing in to save Secret. And the first goal in this series. Knight tries to intercept on Mist, but Mist working his way through. What a player Mist has been early on in the competition. You said it earlier, Spaceman. He was showing off. He was doing an incredible job of shutting down any team they fancied themselves against, but just has not been able to show that same level of excellence as we progress through the Swiss.
It's a 1-2 from the cross in front of the net, back out to a rotation, and Dries capitalizes downfield. Optic have the first lead.
Good clear along as well from Dries, sets himself up on the backboard. Has to actually read it low too. That was not just a straight down, that was not a straight out. It was somewhere awkwardly in the middle. And yet that man has been doing his homework and reads the book with perfection.
Counterattack begins on the backboard. Optic so good on their own side of the field, using that space. and making it more difficult for those ISO challenges. Now a couple of bumps in front of the box, but finally a clear will come through for Secret. You are looking for the rotation to begin to flourish at midfield, but they also need to worry about the numbers advantage.
Oh!
Down in front of the box, it's still alive, but cleared away towards the corner. Every time you think Secret are setting up something nice downfield, Optic are there to put a hand up.
Mist came from absolutely nowhere. Launched himself in front of the ball, stops down that Secret push. But as they continue, Math links up with Knight towards Sad into the center. He has another touch. He has a shot, but saved by Alu.
Diving saves for Optic. Great shots from Secret. Just giving the ball away, buying time for boost. Under 20 to play here in game one. Relatively easy to read as Aleutian kicks it once more towards the sidewall. Back towards midfield, Aleutian will carry with only 18 in the tank. It's a dunk for one and a clear for the second. Not a lot of time, but plenty of opportunities towards the back wall. Mist playing it down to the ground, and here comes Knight, the only one around for Team Secret, and now you have to keep it up. Right downfield again, the counterattack so deadly from Optic, and in game one, it just might touch, and it will. Green wall, 1-0.
Unable to be kept up right at the death, and a brilliant start for Optic. That must be confidence inspiring. They've had issues, they've had errors. There have been chances where they realistically should have taken a series. As we said at the start, they went 2-0 up. They were not able to get that third or fourth series. And this is where they go for retribution. Spaceman, I know you're a massive Optic fan. I know that seeing them
I don't know what you're talking about. Rogue, if you're watching, please stop. I don't know what's going on.
I know that seeing them in the fifth round is something that none of us realistically expected when we came into this competition.
Well, at least the start of day number 1 and 2, Optic looked like they were on a roll. And we're surprised how quickly they were progressing through the bracket. A lot like kind of what Semper's doing. Though Semper as a team, I think it'd be tough to argue that they're not better all around. Optic, though, do falter kind of in the mid-rounds, and they find themselves in round number 5, but Team Secret have had a phenomenal road here, and you can't say enough about what this roster's been able to put together specifically. And they have one of the, again, there are tougher challenges in Optic Gaming, but Team Secret, talk to me a little bit about this roster and what they do so well to get themselves to round 5.
I feel like a lot of the time when you're looking at Sad, Math and Knight, you normally focus on Knight, despite the fact that he's one of the newer members to this roster, and we've seen Math compete back in season 6, 7, 8, whatever it was, back in the day before this brand new format. You would almost look to Math as that big man in the middle to say, this is the call, this is what we're doing. I've been competing for South American pride the entire time. And yet he's not really performed. He has not been that character. I expect him to step up. He's done a fantastic job of repping South America whenever he's had the opportunity to do so. We just need to see more because Knight cannot continue to be that man on the front carrying the team.
And it feels like just an hour ago we saw Sad set up one of the greatest triple taps you might see at a World Championship. A ridiculous center and a pass that led way to an opening goal, but Secret trying to rally some of that momentum and that excellence in the creativity department, at least into a positive result here in game 2 on Aquadome. 30 seconds burn, and Optic look for the possession on their own side of the field. All orange contained and all blue pressing. Midfield line, Secret trying to find it.
Chance for Math to go high, but completely mistouches that ball. He had 60 boost. He could have gone for an air dribble, but it just runs away from him, and instead it is sent back into the blue half rather by Alu. The corner again, Math goes with a boost steal from Mist. Is going to be keeping Team Secret subdued. Chance for Mist to shoot, does shoot, not successfully. Knight finds himself in the way. Alu to tip it over the top. Not on target. Sad slowing that ball down, but still the possession, falling time and time again over towards Optic. Great interception from Math.
Yeah.
Just not enough speed on that ball.
That's a necessary clear. It was a carousel of boost for Optic Gaming. Octanes everywhere. And Team Secret starting to falter a little bit defensively, but finally they do find that clear, necessary as it might be. How do they transition it towards the front of the box? Nicely done to play it off the backboard. Numbers up as well. The boys in blue looking for more of a stronghold, but cleared away again, and Mist trying to meet this touch. Quickly cut into the lane, denied. Aleutian, center box. Still no one around. Defense from Secret, denying it again.
Big pressure from Optic at every opportunity, however, but Knight in the sky isn't able to get any goal coming from that opportunity. This goes to the backboard. Math in the midfield again, but Dre's beating out a defender. Knight has to send it onto his own backboard. Math to secure it onto the left. Sad removing Drees from the pitch, trying to show what those demos can do. But sometimes demos aren't everything, as Mist just continues to and somehow Secret keep it away.
I think we might find a new blue wall here. A huge denial on the goal line. Momentum swings back on the other side of the field, but the pendulum is heavy. How long can they hold it above their shoulders? after all is said and done, it's still time for Optic. Possession as well. We'll kill it down to the ground. Sad tried to play it around through the corner. He gets an assist from Knight, but immediately stolen and denied. Illusion at midfield is so good.
The wall withstood a barrage of shots, but suddenly left completely open. Somebody let the door swing wide and the ball slips through. Optic having a good time on their cameras as well. Dries looking at Alu and saying, look mate, we've got this, we can do this, we can get through. Secure ourselves 16th place at absolute worst, and $20,000 alongside it.
Great shot off kickoff as well. Starting to see them hold possession a little bit more through those corners, forcing the challenges of Secret to meet the ball on the point of contact. And once the transition breaks down at midfield, this is where the aggression from Dries can be deadly. You're going to have to constantly play it off the backboard. Secret being that assignment quickly. Now it's time to steal a page out of the playbook of Optic. Can they get upfield and start to spread the defense in? They just might. A pass towards the side wall. Sad has Knight behind and just sneaks it around, but easily read and dealt with.
Missed caught between two ideas there of what he fancied doing, but what he does know for certain is that he'll be saving that ball from the shot from Sad. Sad tried to intercept, but Dries faking him out. The mid-boost grab also leaves him able to get a pass center. Knight to win that ball very handily. 92 boost. Math up onto the ceiling. Will he get the second touch? He does attempt it onto the one to the second. Does not go for the shot himself. Instead, setting up whatever he can for his passes, but nothing going the way of Secret.
Oh, there's the shot, though. It ricochets down off the top bar. Still not good enough. Team Secret had opportunities there as Optic a bit overextended downfield. There was one missed touch, and they fly through with an advantage on the counterattack, but Secret did not find the angle, nor did Optic find the boost. For this moment in time, we stall out at midfield, both teams vying for a spot. It just hasn't been there. Team Secret have been working overtime to find an angle. Maybe off the backboard, this can open it up. Boost through the corner, you have Math. Again, the protractor trying to pinch it. He might find it, but no. Illusion for the save, and Optic again find the ball.
There's under a minute left, and suddenly we're seeing Team Secret come alive. Sad in the corner, has it pinched past him by Mist. And then Mist again on the backboard, this time by Math and not by the player name. Alu challenging, that ball pinched long into the orange half. Optic with a game lead and with a goal lead in the second game. Looking very confident.
That was a little dangerous. Luckily stuck his nose out in front of the ball. Just 20 seconds to play. It's been a 1-0 lead for what feels like 10 years. Now 15. Where is the touch going to come through? Where is Secret going to find their drive upfield? Now they make their march. They just need to hold on to possession. Math, thinking about the 50, will win it. Knight going to get the call. He'll run point towards the backboard. Optic looking for the die towards the other side of the field. Just has to touch once. Math keeping it alive. Over to Knight, quickly challenged and stopped. Illusion will get the Game 2 win.
And that Game 2 win coming through the medium of excellent game management. I really can't fault Optic here. They get a goal, and then they hunker down. The occasional chance to shoot it long is going to be keeping Team Secret incredibly honest indeed, where they have to just keep a man towards the back. These counterattacks coming in, that one goal from Alu. What was it because of? Because the door was left open. They need to keep somebody back, Team Secret, and that means that their attack is completely hampered. I can't believe this didn't go in, by the way. I cannot believe that that was kept out.
That dunk, the crossfade from Math. Every time you think you're knocking on the door, Team Secret stands strong, but they just couldn't find the counterattack.
That should have been in. That 100% should have been in. That should have been on target at the absolute least, or it should have been one of those passes that goes off the backboard, because they're both grounded. They cannot save it in any other way. And instead, shot into a pretty bad position, and maybe kicking themselves after that really could have become a 1-all game.
5 saves for both teams, 9 shots for Optic, I believe 7 on the other side for Team Secret. It's a close game. It's a close series, but it's a 2-0 lead regardless, and Secret have to find a way to recover.
Optic, however, we mentioned the fourth player frequently, the crowd, the fans who are here, hearing a "Let's go Optic" in the wildcard arena. 2 more games, and Optic will be going through as one of the final teams from our Swiss stage into the groups.
We'll see if they can do it. Oh, what a bump off the kickoff! And welcome Mist into Game 3, and welcome Optic to a 1-0 lead.
Seeing that bump come in, Mist knows the job that he has to do. Just hit it hard and get Math out of the way to get that first goal. All it takes is 4 seconds. And now Optic, are we going to be seeing them hunker down potentially, or do they just go into game number 3 with this handicap?
I don't think it's going to be an instance of Secret versus Veloce where it's a 1-0 lead and then we play patiently for the rest of the game. You're going to have to force the issue if you're Secret.
Offense is the best defense as well for Optic though, so we're going to keep seeing this banger back and forth.
And Drees in the demo going hand in hand like always. Missed finding a second. Just playing it towards the midfield, trying to buy time for his teammates to get back into the play, as Sad did all he could, but Optic still maintained possession, and he'll skirt it around one. Now flying into the ball. Drees trying to keep this one going. Progression's upfield there for the green wall, but Illusion will stop this play where it stands and give Optic a second chance at a look.
Sad to attempt to send that one long. Isn't quite able to, as Math in the sky wants to go for a couple of touches on the air dribble. Missed removing 9. Not seen a huge amount of demos so far, but in this third game rather, Optic have certainly landed a couple, and that has got them their first goal as well, even though it was a bump. I'll count it in the same vein as the demo. The player was removed from the situation. That ball though, flies central, Knight to shoot, it goes high. That was the pass that was needed earlier, but still unable to score our Secret.
Optic presented the defense right in front of him, and Secret just couldn't do much with it. Great interception from Math, almost found the challenge, the interception, the tie game. You need a spark here if you're Secret. In these ISO challenges, one upfield at a time. Here comes Sad, will miss the touch. Optic starting to whip a little bit on the back line, but luckily Drees does get the clear. And they'll skate it around. And a dangerous shot at that. Optic are still pressing.
Nearly coming from that back line to score. Drees has looked wonderful. Last couple of games, he's been putting on some shots, some saves. Managed to get an assist, I believe, in last game or the game beforehand. Been a very big personality in this matchup versus Secret. The newest man over on the Optic roster. Forming a brick in that green wall.
Team seeing a couple of double commits late into this game, number 3, from Optic. Now granted, they have dealt with these flurry of shots from Team Secret with very little boost to work with as well. Not a lot to boot Drees. Management department, for the moment, Team Secret have plenty to work with. They'll try to catch this one on the sidewall. Drees falling back towards midfield. And Math will play it low to the ground. It bounces precariously, but Sad should reel this in before he gets bullied off the play as well.
Missed, sending it long down that left line. Math, though, to send it straight back again, and Knight wants to get his nose on the end of it. Technically on target, but saved away quite easily by Alu. Again, central. With Math just pile driving into the floor. You can't be burrowing through, mate, to hide away from this goal line.
This constant wins in. It's a whiff from Team Secret. Can they swing it around? You got Mist playing towards the ceiling. That stall leaves to Drees. He's going to play off the 1-2. Looking for the give and go and a center pass, popping it high. Burning time, but still a lot to work with here. Reset bump.
Good bump.
Drees, second touch. Dunked down. Optic 2-0.
Drees was not even needed for that goal. He gets the shot to begin with, but it ends here for him. Instead, Math on the return back sends it into his own net. Maybe inevitable, sure. But you don't want to be seeing that 2-0 scoreline against you and knowing that one of your teammates scored that second goal. Optic in game number 3, 2-0 up. They're looking brilliant. Make it 3 missed.
You get a reset bump, you get a kickoff win, and you get a 3-0 lead.
Good fake.
What a fake, and what a shot.
Nasty, nasty, nasty fake from Drees. Goes up, completely bamboozles the defense, manages to get Mist in for an angle. Great movement from him, and Team Secret removed from the pitch, potentially removed from the competition.
I mean, how many times do we have to watch Secret get past midfield and then struggle to hold on to some of these possessions? They've had opportunities towards the backboard. They've had chances to keep the ball in play, and they've certainly done some of it, but we are looking for that continued pressure right on the goal line. Where are the bumps? Where is the physicality? Sad working through his own goal line, or I should say Optic's goal line, with not a lot of time here in game number 3.
They can slow it down. Alu, brilliant movement, just slows the ball down, doesn't get the touch. Why does he care? Why should he care? He's got the ball. That's what Secret are after.
All it takes is one swing. One push from Secret. But the defense from Optic keeping them in this. And Illusion falling back towards his own net will get the save. And continuing on. Fennec in hand, doing all of the damage for the moment. Around one is Sad, playing it towards the midfield. Now it's a foot race to the ball. We keep this one on the ground, and Math will follow in with it. Mist taking it away. Possession back for Secret, back to Optic, back to Secret, through the corner. Who's going to get possession now? Who will hold on for the longest stretch of 30 seconds it might feel like in this series? Right back over the back line, and Illusion downfield, can't find the save from Secret. It's enough power for a 4-0 lead.
4-0 in game number 3. And do you want to know a horrible stat, Spaceman? We are yet to see a single number next to Secret's name. They have not scored a single goal so far in round 5. They have been shut down. They have been eliminated offensively.
I'm starting to think I'm a little cursed because every team today has been swept when they've come up to this stage. I don't know what's going on.
Anybody been perfect swept yet?
I don't think so.
Not yet. You'd hate to see it in round 5 realistically, and you'd especially hate to see it if you're a proud South American fan. But if you're a fan of good, dominant, incredible Rocket League, you're going to be loving what's happening right now, up until it is good night.
Now listen, that's something. You take that on the road, you try to work through that. First points to score are the hardest. But a 4-0, let alone 4-1 win regardless for Optic. And a 3-0 series lead on best of 7. Round 5, World Championship wildcard. One single game, one 5-minute match to send them to the main event. The lack of a better pun, the optics are rough right now.
And you know, that long shot goal, sure, it might look silly. It might have been, oh, well, he just tapped it in, you know, off Ali or whoever it was who scored it at the end. It's the confidence you get from it, and maybe that's a peek into what they need to do. Maybe it's a peek into, wait, there was no one back. There was no one there to save that shot. And with a timeout falling for Team Secret, potentially they discuss that possibility. Go for some more long shots. See what you can do with not too long left on the clock. See if you can get some equalizing shots.
7 saves for Illusion. 7 saves. 1 shot, a goal and assist. He's good on both ends. Gets 1 shot, converts. 7 stops, 2 for missed, 1 for Drees. That is the takeaway. The defense standing strong towards the backboard, standing strong in the front of the net. And for Team Secret, it's basically been, we hope we play through the corner. We hope we get a shot. If not, we're going to have to play through midfield again.
Sad with less than 100 points in that game as well. Sad has had, quite frankly, an absolute shocker in game number 3 where he has to step up for his team, where his team are relying on him to not necessarily be that big, loud man, but just to be present on the pitch, my guy. Get around, get something going. Sad needs a resurgence, otherwise Optic is good as one for them.
For Team Secret, it comes down to this. One single game on Coliseum could decide an early exit from Worlds or a potential second life in this best of 7. We don't see reverse sweeps too often online. We've never seen it in a major tournament. And this is about what it's all coming down to. Optic in a very interesting spot. And you know they want to close it out here.
It's do or die. It's the moment where South America may well be losing one of their teams. Or it may well be having Optic go through for North America to go in front of that crowd, because that is what they're playing for, not just more money, not just for a better placement when you look back at this tournament in 4, 5, 6 years, but to play in front of a crowd that is going to adore them, that will be having those green jerseys, forming that green wall in the stands at Dickies Arena in Fort Worth, Dallas. That is what they're playing for, and this is where it starts.
Optic got swept yesterday by Carmine. They lost today to Renegades. Excuse me, yesterday to Renegades. And now, they are 5 minutes away from the main event. Team Secret, it starts here. A little bit of progression upfield, working through the positives. They have to start putting points on the board, and they have to be careful about these challenges from Optic on the goal line.
Another close save though. Team Secret taking that as a positive, I am sure. Not conceding early like they did in game number 3, but a demo from Mist. The double bump attempt, but San is able to clear it away. The right wing sees Alu attempt it in the corner. Math facing off with him. One of them, I believe, leaving that Rule 2 situation. The headlock does not manage to come out with Optic. Mist taking out Sad again, rubbing salt in that wound. He needs to show up. Knight needs 2 teammates either side of him.
You're going to need those powerful 50s towards midfield to keep the offense moving. You don't want to stagnate and play one at a time through the challenges that Optic starts to dictate. Giving possession back to Mist. They'll look for the clear. Drees circling for boost, we would assume, but Mist will grab the bid pad, and Illusion will try to stall out at midfield, giving his teammates time to support and rotate back into the play.
Mist threatens in the sky so often. Just then, going for the double tap. It does not manage to play off, but they had to stay back. Secret had to stay penned back in their own net. Mist again in the sky, this time caught out by Matt. Knight off the ceiling, but Alu with a pre-jump to end all pre-jumps. Sad able to block it off that sidewall, but again shut down. Drees, Mist, Alu, a conveyor belt of shark's teeth in the jaws of this game.
Yeah, numbers up for Secret, but Optic quickly take it away. Missed the only backline for the moment. One challenge will be up, and here comes Drees. The young one can't escape the pressure. Time being killed. Secret starting to mount their attack. But maybe a chance now. Drees, backboard, cleared away. Math handling it. And we start to play a bit of boom ball here in game 4.
Secret not wanting to give anything up. They were able to score a single goal with 0 seconds left when we were in garbage time already. And Optic, they know that. They know that they're able to outscore them, outshoot them, out-anything them at this point. They are biding their time to let loose the dogs of hell. As Ali wants to be the first man to take the bite. Instead, 0 boost, it falls to Matt, has to go high with that pass. Knight into the sky, Missed with low boost, has to try and get anything from it. Drees though on the backboard, clears it rightwards. Ball control still for him, leaves it in favour of dropping it to Alu. 50 boost up again for the pass, for the shot in fact.
Well, Drees tried to sneak it over. Both teams sending one defender towards the backboard to deal with that pressure. It's going to be off. Here comes Drees. Can't find the touch. It's a bit of an open net though. How much power can they get? Oh, the Devil doesn't sneak through. No, it's not in. Team Secret had an opportunity. The smoke screen comes out. It's still in the front of the box. A clear from Mist. And Optic survive a flurry of challenges.
Team Secret putting the wool in front of everyone's eyes until they pull the wool away and punch you in the face. Math able to secure the pass from Sad, who fakes it going high. A wonderful touch, helped on its way by Drees. Team Secret getting potentially an incredible goal.
Yeah, there's no way you're going upfield like that and not finding a goal. I don't care who you are. Team Secret understood the assignment, and now is the time to strike. Right off the kickoff again, we've seen Optic be deadly from this part of the game. A couple of small chips, but nothing too threatening. As Team Secret again look for the clear, they will be successful at their attempt.
This lead, the first one that we've seen Team Secret have in the entire series. Can they hold it, or do we continue to see the Optic pressure break them down?
Well, if you're going to start a reverse sweep, now is the time, quite literally, to do it. Now is one of the best ways too. Getting physical. That aerial challenge yet again, though Optic did win it. They don't maintain possession. A long clear from Team Secret. Time for them to buy some spots at midfield. Carrying it over, Mist again wins it. But Optic don't want to overcommit on this ball.
Optic have done a very good job at game management so far. I don't hate that they left that one. But a minute left. They're going to need to get something soon, otherwise Secret work their way back ever so gently into this series.
An interesting flip, but it basically goes to no one. Back into the blue half, kicked up, Math. Playing it off the backboard again. Drees, Illusion, Mist. They've been there for those reads. It's a miss. Towards the opposite corner, kicked back out. Team Secret doing a phenomenal job of taking those 50s.
Sad on the right wing tries to get any pressure going for Team Secret. Again, Math rotates his way in, much more present this time. Both of them, all three of them have done a great job in game number 4 when they are at the death. It's do or die, and my gosh, are they doing it. With 10 seconds remaining, it's Drees to push with Math. Gets bumped out of the way. Knight, he has to wait. No touch comes in. Math is able to save it. Alu passing rightwards towards Drees, but no boost spawning until the 100. It bounces terrifyingly. Destiny on the line, secured for Secret.
All it takes is one score and great defense throughout. Finally, Team Secret get themselves on the board and they begin the long journey ahead into the giants of the Green Wall. 3-1 series, but a big win on Coliseum keeps their world dream alive.
Right after the timeout as well. The chat clearly did them some good. Secret able to work their way back in because Optic, my word, were they looking good. They still look very good in that game, realistically, on Utopia Coliseum.
Yeah.
Just it comes down to one goal that's how it didn't go in. Knight saved it. That goal, I didn't even realize we were smoke screened.
We were smoke screened. We couldn't see it.
Let alone seeing what they saw. Knight got the demo, but instead just replaced the defender with himself. But thank the Lord, they got the game regardless.
That quick cut in the box, a wonderful redirect that set up that opening goal. You had one shot, one goal for Math. I mean, that's what it came down to. Only 2 shots in the game for Secret, 5 for Optic. You don't often see just a 2-shot game at this caliber of RLCS and an event like this on the world stage.
Bear in mind that I was incredibly impressed with Knight having a 40% shooting percentage. That game, we saw Team Secret have a 50% shooting percentage between them. Sure, there's less data points. Sorry, scientists, I'm still impressed.
Well, finally, the curse is broken here on the mainstream. We finally get a Game 5. Thank the Lord. Let's get it going.
The Lord is getting a lot of thanks today.
If you're Team Secret, you're going to keep praying. One round at a time. Drees, center to back out. Illusion couldn't meet the challenge. Sad, way downfield, looking for the dunk. Won't be there, but gives it right back. Open net, and that is how you follow up if you're Secret.
Another lead established for Team Secret. Sad knows that he does not have to rush this. He just has to force Mist into any opportunity he can to make him awkward. Knight was there to follow. Knight was there to score that first goal on Wasteland.
And patience from Secret pays off. The Green Wall looking to get their first goal in 2 games after taking a 3-0 series lead. From the elbow. Almost ricochets around the top bar. Backboard relatively open for Optic if they elect to go there, but Knight not giving them the option for the moment. 50 win for Team Secret towards the midfield line. Slow challenge from Optic, but the boys in blue denying a lot of those open looks that Optic had early in this Game 7, or in this best of 7.
Mist into the sky, has to face off versus Sad as it bounces on that backboard. The pass back to Alu just goes behind him. With 50 boost, he has to get in the air quickly, but fakes it low actually. Brilliant movement from him, bumps out of the way instead. Math removing 2 players from the goal line. Sad fancies the third. Math is there, blocked away by Drees.
Optic don't have enough boost, so they're gonna have to try again. The Team Secret contesting every single look. Swinging it through the back line towards midfield. A pass, cut down. Sad giving it back to Math. You have the backboard open, but quickly denied. Drees ready for the challenge. Will take the ball away.
Minute 40 with a lead for Team Secret, but Ali wants to change that. On the right-hand wing, he bounces back down to the ground, tries to touch it low, but Math is in the way. The 100 boost burned out the way, nothing to show for it. Drees gets beaten out. Alu has to save it on the back line. Missed to receive it on the right wing. With 100 again, he wants to go solo himself. Nothing quite lining up for Optic right now. Sad to go right above the defender. Will he angle his car back down? Drees is there. Drees is the savior.
Great patience. This one's dangerous though. Played off the backboard hard. The wall is the friend of Optic, and a bump off of Mist will kill this play through the corner. This will be easily read. The green wall starts to push up, but Team Secret not giving them much.
Halfway through, and the pressure building for Optic yet again. 2 minute 30. Team Secret want to hold on to this one goal lead. We've seen 3 of our 5 games so far go to a 1 goal difference, and all of those being just a 1-0. Only game 3 was that blowout 4-1. Will the second goal be received for Team Secret, or will we be seeing an equaliser for Optic? With 2 minutes left, we'll get our answer soon.
Well, it was almost a potential breakaway chance if they popped it over the last defender for Secret. But Illusion playing it off the ceiling was looking for the pass. That redirect actually might help. Drees now has a full tank. But every single time, Secret is there.
It's low. Got the block. Just about enough. Gets sent along, but Drees to intercept. Actually falls right in the path of Math as well, as Ali's going to be sending it into the corner to go hide from Mist. Off that ceiling bounce, nobody's up in time. Instead, it just only falls to Sad on target as well. Mist, his defense has looked brilliant in game number 5.
Optic haven't found much. Secret's defense has been great. Their counterattacks are a little bit more stable. They're picking Optic apart. But Drees has a pass. It's a ricochet back out. The rebound again, caught by Secret to 51 by Secret. The back wall open. The shot potentially there. Floats dangerously. Mist will catch it onto the ground. Optic trying to make their move.
Mist unable to dribble that past any of the defenders. But finally, Knight breaks down that back line. Alu and Math taking each other out. Great movement from Knight as well. Just turns upside down, gives it the deftest touch beneath Drees. And this reverse sweep continues on its path. The runaway train does not need a track to follow.
We're starting to see more confidence in the challenges from Secret. They're winning their 50s. Their transitions down the field are smoother. They're following up with one another, winning those awkward touches on the ball. They're forcing Optic to work overtime just to get toward the blue side of the field. A lot of boost for Drees, a bit in the tank for Illusion. We've seen that a couple of times in this series, let alone this game, where Optic have thrown something towards the net dangerously, but not enough to make the defense panic.
It was an excellent chance for Drees to score, just to get anything on the board in game 5. But he was not quite able to. Final 25 seconds. It's all about holding on for Secret right now.
19 to play with, and Optic need a drive. Illusion might be the one to start it. The Catalyst leaves it in the front of the net.
Not quite.
Drees playing it off the side wall. He'll get a reset right around. Everybody flying up for a dunk, but as time dwindles away, Secret find their second game, and I think they know it. Sigh of relief, fist bumps all around. Secret working their way back in this best of 7.
A couple of claps coming in as well, knowing, boys, we're getting this done. We know what we need to do. We have got our game plan down, and Optic are not able to deal with a later series Team Secret. They have used their timeout, though. Optic have not.
Now's the time.
They have still got something to work with. I completely agree. It is the time. And Spaceman, what did we just hear from our lovely producer in our ear?
Optic has taken a timeout. And now is the time. After those 2 games back-to-back, it's been a warfare in the trenches for Optic, for Team Secret. Just composed, collected, taking what they're given, forcing Optic to have to take a lot of unfavorable wins. And it seems that slowly this series is coming back for Secret.
Certainly working their way back in. Secret just seem a bit more confident. They seem to be able to trust their touches more. They seem to be able to trust the fact that they've got their teammates alongside them, knows that, look, if Math sends it down pitch, Knight will be there waiting.
Yep.
I don't think Optic are doing badly by any means. I think Optic still look great. I just don't think that Secret are giving them the chances that they had previously. They're not just letting these balls fall by the wayside, and they're not just giving them the awkward free little goals that they got previously. Sure, Optic worked for them. Optic did a great job ultimately.
Right.
2 games that they secured were 1-0s. But the fact that you have got those opportunities for Secret, that they're working their way a lot nicer, it's something that is completely instrumental to their success right now. They've got 1 more game. That's brilliant for them. They still need another for it to even go to game 7. Otherwise, it may well end here on Neo Tokyo under the watchful gaze of Bob's Ramen.
He would love a game 7. We would love a game 7.
That man's got noodles falling out of his mouth for a game 7. I don't think that's a saying, but I feel like it should be.
I want it to be.
It really should be.
He needs to grow up.
The crowd wanting to have a lot of Optic success here. I really feel like they're the favourites. We're in North America. It's the green wall. Where else would they be favourites? And Drees on the screen, completely locked in, knowing that it is their time. They are?
They're in their home state. For Team Secret, it's been a methodical pushback. 1 5-minute match after another. Possession after possession. Working through it time and time again. Kickoff win, getting into Neo Tokyo. Optic trying their best to close this series out.
Neo Tokyo is where it continues for Team Secret, but this push beginning for Team Optic. Or Optic Gaming, rather. Drees onto that back line, but was sad to boom. Drees continuing those demos that he is so fantastic at, with Alu leading the charge, however. It's going to be awkward to try and overtake him in terms of sheer numbers, but Optic's second in demos through this competition so far. Don't Team Secret know it?
Illusion recovered nicely, but burned a bit of boost to get that ball towards the corner. Numbers start to fly up for the green wall. It's a demo at midfield. Counterattack begins, open as it might be. The pass, beautiful at that off the backboard. Here comes Team Secret. A little bit off target, but the follow-up from Knight's gonna be good. No! Blocked away, denied, saved, alive. Team Secret still pushing.
Alu, the man on the goal line, keeps us level at 0-0. Team Secret, he's the biggest enemy so far. Bumped out of the way. Trees now able to get to that ball. Sad has to return it back. Picks up the 100 so that nobody from Optic is able to get it and carry on with their attack. With Matt sending it long, Sad is the only one in the sky. Will he get the reset? He tries to go for it, but then goes for the bump instead of carry on with the ball. Matt shoots it on target. Great bump opportunity for Secret.
Yeah, it's a two-stack on the right side of the field now for Optic. They were falling back in rotation, and now they have to catch up and try to take this ball away, but Team Secret denying so many of those open 50s. Finally, Mist does break up the monotonous grind, but not enough for Optic to find the clear. Still struggling to get back towards the midfield. As Sad will follow it in, maybe leaves off to Math, he will do so. They pop it around, and they can just play with this possession if they want to, as Optic have not had much getting back towards that 50-yard line.
Drees fancied getting a touch on that second ball. Well, same ball, second touch. Drees fancied putting it down again. He's been everywhere, but just has not had the same impact we saw from him in the first 3 games. He wants to put something going forward, however. A lot of ambition on that team, wants to prove that he is the man on Optic that is able to be instrumental. Missed, slowing down, manages to dodge one of the bumps coming in.
Tried to play that to the side wall. I like the idea, but better read from Sad. And Team Secret felt like they've been a third of a second above what Optic's been throwing.
That was it, that was the chance. Matt had the open net to shoot on, but was unable to get the accuracy. This time putting down dangerously, yet again in front of that orange net.
This ball has had its fair share of chances on either side of the field. A couple of times in this game, missed it downfield, redirect right on target. Great save from Team Secret. They get a demo out of it as well. They have yet to keep it towards the ground. They're gonna pop it right to Sad, playing with the ceiling here. A lot of boost to burn. Can't win the 50. Optic pushing up, but they missed it.
That shot from Mist, stealing the breath of every fan in this arena. Gasps across the stage. Was not able to secure it, however, onto the back wall. Knight misses. That's completely open, but nobody from Optic able to read that whiff. Central, Drees to shoot, but Math to fake him out. Good demo. Mist removes Math. Alu does that one in game 7.
Finally, a demo lands for Optic, and through the corner, it's Drees who sets it up. Perfect center, perfect touch, and Aleutian puts it away.
Knight says to his teammates, we can still do it. Come on, guys. Let's rally. Let's be the better of the Americas on Neo Tokyo.
We've seen Team Secret come back from strong deficits before. When their number's been called, they've had an answer. And Sad's usually the one to start it. Knight could be a catalyst.
Good demo.
There's a demo right towards the front of the net. You had to jump for the save. Drees did it correctly, and Sad steals it again.
Math is chasing, wants to remove this defense from Optic, needs that goal. 1 minute 20 remaining. Team Secret, their tournament life on the line. Pass from Sad in the center, but Math the miss again.
Just 70 seconds left on Neo Tokyo. A lead for Optic, and Mist with the clear. A fake? Oh, it's wide open. It's wide open. The fake works out, and Mist again.
Math completely taken aback by Drees, pirouetting in front of him. Merely a distraction as the big guns fly in. Mist able to secure the second goal in game number 6. Optic do not want this game 7, but a great kickoff from Secret. South America famed for getting these fantastic fake kickoffs. 50 seconds remaining, 2 goals needed. Secret, they're on death's door, but it's open again. And Alu with a goal line steal.
All smiles in the face cam for Optic. Left it off the ceiling, and Sad gave it right back to Mist, who gives it right to Drees. And with 48 seconds to play, Team Secret are on death's door in this tournament. It might come down to this kickoff. A bit of a fake. They escape upfield, though. Aleutian just looking to buy time, let alone kill it. Around 1, but Mist is there. So is Drees, cutting into rotation. It all comes down to this for Team Secret. They need a push, and they need it now.
1 goal every 10 seconds seems insurmountable, but we have seen bigger things happen. The boost miss will not be helping Math out. The midfield caught by Mist yet again. Relatively open. That man is now freestyling. Alu to drop it down. Mist to somehow steal that. He giggles on the bottom camera, and Spaceman, I see a coffin, and I see the final nail.
That's it right there. It was a valiant run by Team Secret. An impressive one. an important one. Repetition on the biggest event, on the biggest stage, and opportunities to play against some of the world's best. But their tournament life and the point of the wild card will end here. They will not be making it to the main event. Optic, scary in this best of 7, a 3-0 lead, and they'll take it 4-2 in the end. The green wall will move on to next week.
It took them 5 attempts. They started strong in the competition in our wildcard stage. They won the first 2. They then lost the next 2. And it came to the 5th versus a South American secret. And yet they managed to do it, shutting down the reverse sweep temptation. I love it when you see the coach with Ian behind them, just being like, ooh, deep breath, we did it. And the crowd enjoying what they have seen from their Optic Gaming side on home soil.
Fist bumps all around, and a really good run from Team Secret. It's tough to see them bow out early, but Optic had to fight tooth and nail after starting off so strong in day 1 and 2. They bounced back through round 5. It took all 5 rounds, but in the end, they do get themselves towards the main event, and you can see a sigh of relief for Lucian, how the past year or 2 has gone for him. You know, the changes that have been made, the inconsistencies with this squad, what it meant for Mist and Lucian and Dries to make it towards this point. I don't think you're going to be able to really put it into words for those guys.
An excellent move from Team Secret as well. They went to 5 in this Swiss. This is the most brutal format we have ever had in the RLCS at any Worlds competition Rocket League has ever seen. That steal is ridiculous, by the way. But Team Secret, the fact that they came this far is a credit to the region. They just miss out on going through to the top 16. They just miss out on playing in front of a crowd. They're going to have another chance, I'm sure, in our next couple of seasons of Rocket League and in the RLCS. But what a chance that they had to show what they can do. Team Secret have got a lot to be proud for through this competition. They might look back at this series and say, we were so close. We were so close to getting through that reverse sweep. Yeah. But they just don't happen. Sometimes the tale is already written before the series starts.
Yeah, they had the resilience to get themselves back in the series. You're down 3-0. It's tough in a best of 7. But Optic and the lead they built, in the end, it just kind of came crashing down. And they just found that pressure to be too insurmountable. Optic did a really nice job closing the series out.
Yeah, absolutely. And being able to, at the end, the celebration, being able to headbang for their opponents, managing to get out of the way.
He's it.
Wow, he is.
He's doing the thing.
Yeah, he's loving it.
He's doing it.
Wow, that is, I can only assume an Optic fan. If he's a Secret fan, I do not know what you're celebrating, my guy. The fact that we've got Optic going through is fantastic to see. Like you said, on home soil as well, you love to see it.
Yeah, you certainly do. And Optic will have to wait a couple of days before they play again for Secret. We'll see them next week. Next season. Okay, it's been a long weekend. Let's just get to the stage. Dazarin, take it away.
Thank you, Spaceman. My God, a whole lot of yapping, but I'm here with Dries from Optic. Main event, Dries. Main event, Optic. Dries, last time I was here, I was talking to Mist. Y'all were 2-0. Oh, you got some chance going on for you. You gotta love that. You gotta love that. You guys really, Mist told me you guys were gonna put on a show. I didn't think you guys were gonna go the distance, go 2-2 in Swiss, but how did you guys end up recovering after you went down and lost those 2?
We played Team Secret prior in London, so we had really high confidence going in, and I think we knew we would win, but they started coming back at the end, but we pulled through.
Yeah. Talk to me about that, because like you said, they called that tactical timeout. They took 2 games. You called a timeout. What was going through the team's mind?
After they took that timeout, we knew to try to ape out and try to bump more, which they did. So after they won the next 2, we took a timeout and tried thinking of ways to counteract that, which was just re-sync together and reset.
Well, you guys did. You reset, you dominated. That's right. And now you get to play in the main event in front of that huge audience. I mean, you've been working so hard over the course of your career, over the course of your season for this moment. Tell me, what does that mean to you?
I mean, it means a lot, especially since my first Worlds, and I'll be playing in front of 13,000 people?
Yeah. That's good. That's right. That's right. Sold out here. Now, obviously, playing in a matchup like that, it's got to be a lot of nerves, super nervous. If you win, you go. If you don't, you're out. How do you guys handle those?
Like I said earlier, especially against this matchup, we already had prior experience playing them, so we had high confidence. But since it was like elimination matchup, there was some tension. But like I said, we did pull through.
You did pull through. Now, of course, like I said, you guys have been working so hard over the course of your entire season, and you as a player have had a lot of conversation around you from G2 even till now, but you've also had people who have supported you throughout throughout all of this time. What do you want to say to those people who have stuck by you through thick and thin?
I appreciate everyone through the ups and downs of my career because, kind of did not so well in winter, but we're back now.
You heard them! They're back! And we'll see them at the main event. We'll find out who's joining them after we get back from the break.